It's day 12 of this little private journal series we've got going on, and I'm so happy you're here to share this moment with me. Today feels a bit different. There's a quiet sort of energy in the air, like the world has hit the pause button for just a second, giving us a chance to catch our breath. I woke up this morning, not to the blare of an alarm, but to that soft grey light that comes just before the sunrise. I just lay there for a while, listening to the house settle and the first few birds starting to sing their morning songs. It's funny how we rush through most of our days, but it's in these quiet, unplanned moments that we often find the most clarity. I've been thinking a lot about the concept of home. Not just the physical building, but that feeling of belonging, of being completely and utterly yourself. Is it a place, a person, or is it something we build inside ourselves, brick by brick, with every experience, every lesson learned? For the longest time, I thought it was a destination I had to find. I was always looking for the next place, the next chapter, thinking, this will be it, this is where I'll finally feel at home. But lately, I'm starting to realise it's not about finding it, but about creating it, right where I am. It's about how I furnish the rooms of my own mind. Am I filling them with clutter and anxiety, or with light, with peace, with things that make me feel good? So, my project for today, and maybe for the rest of the week, is to do a little internal interior design. I'm going to consciously choose what thoughts I give space to. I'm going to make a little mental list of things that bring me joy, no matter how small. The taste of my morning coffee, the warmth of the sun on my skin, a good song that makes me want to dance around the kitchen. These are the things that build a home within. It's about cultivating a space inside that feels safe and welcoming. A sanctuary I can return to no matter what's happening on the outside. It's a process for sure, and some days are easier than others. Some days the internal weather is stormy, and that's okay too. Every home needs a rainy day now and then. I've also been rediscovering the simple pleasure of making things with my hands. Yesterday, I spent an hour just doodling in a notebook with no goal in mind, no masterpiece to create, just the feeling of the pen moving across the paper. It was incredibly grounding. There's something so satisfying about bringing something, anything, into existence. It doesn't have to be perfect or for anyone else to see. It's the act of creation itself that's so therapeutic. It reminds me that I have agency, that I can shape my world, even if it's just a world of ink on a page. It pulls you out of your head and into the present moment, and right now, the present moment feels like a pretty good place to be. I was looking back at my first journal entry for this series. It's strange. It feels like a lifetime ago, but it was also just yesterday. It's amazing how much can shift internally in just 12 days when you start paying attention, when you give yourself permission to be honest, to be vulnerable, even if it's just with yourself and a camera. The biggest change, I think, is a growing sense of acceptance. Accepting that I don't have all the answers, and I don't need to. Accepting that some days will be productive, and others will be for rest. Accepting that progress isn't a straight line. It's messy and beautiful, and so incredibly human. One of the challenges I've set for myself is to find beauty in the mundane. Today it was the way the dust motes danced in the sunbeam coming through the window. It was a tiny, fleeting spectacle, a little galaxy in my living room. For a minute, I just watched them swirl and glitter. We're so often taught to look for the big, spectacular moments of happiness, the vacations, the promotions, the grand events, and those are wonderful, of course. But a life is built on the small moments, the tiny, everyday bits of magic that we so often overlook. real secret, I'm learning, is to string these little pearls of joy together, creating a life that feels rich and beautiful, not because of the big events, but in spite of their absence. So, as I move through the rest of my day, I'm going to carry this intention with me, to be a collector of small joys, to be the architect of my own inner peace. It's a quiet sort of work, an invisible labour, but I'm starting to believe it's the most important work we can ever do. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. If your inner world is a fortress of calm and self-love, the storms of the outer world can't shake you as easily. You always have a safe place to return to. You have a home, and that's a powerful feeling. I wonder what you all do to create that feeling of home within yourselves. What are the small joys you collect? I'd genuinely love to read about them in the comments. Your stories and your perspectives have been such a huge and wonderful part of this journey for me. It makes this private journal feel like a shared conversation, and that means the world. We're all just figuring it out, one day at a time, and it's a little less daunting when we know we're not doing it alone. So, let me know. What beautiful, mundane thing did you notice today? What thought are you furnishing your mind with? Before I sign off, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for sharing this space with me. It's a real gift. This journey of self-reflection is so much more meaningful because you're a part of it. I'm excited to see what day 13 will bring, what new thoughts and lessons are waiting just around the corner. Every day is a blank page, and we get to decide what story to write on it. Let's try to make it a good one, filled with kindness, curiosity, and a whole lot of little beautiful moments. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this little chat and want to follow along on this journey, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps, and it means I get to keep sharing these moments with you. Take good care of yourselves, be gentle with your hearts, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.